Welcome to Trip Through Time. Are you ready to travel to the past? Today we're going to learn about the Renaissance.
Aaron and Eliza's dad was a famous scientist. He worked in his laboratory and he never let them in. But one day, the children felt bored and ignored him and sneaked to the laboratory. They were surprised when they saw their dad's new invention, a time machine. Aaron, without thinking, turned on the button and the machine talked.
Hello, children. Why did you turn me on? Now you must travel with me through time. Fasten your seatbelts, and we are traveling to Italy, of the Renaissance, a great discovery of education and art.
Fantastic! I always wanted to meet the artist Michelangelo and ask him how long he painted the Sistine.
After a few moments, the siblings found themselves in the heart of Italy, roaming around in the different important landmarks and spots.
Eloisa, look! We are in front of Sistine Chapel. And who's that man?
Hi children, I am Michelangelo.
Michelangelo was an Italian Renaissance architect, sculptor, and painter, considered one of the greatest artists of all time.
It's nice to meet you, sir. I am Eliza, and this is my brother Aaron. Your painting is fantastic.
Thank you. Do you know it took me 4 years to finish the painting Sistine Chapel? Well, enjoy your tour. See you around children.
Sistine Chapel is the most famous chapel in St. Peter's Basilica, the official residence of the Pope in Vatican City. It is known for its famous paintings by Michelangelo.
Oh, it's Leonardo da Vinci in front of us, Aaron.
Who is that woman in the painting, Eliza?
We must ask Mr. da Vinci.
Good day, Mr. Da Vinci. We are wondering who is that beautiful woman in your painting.
Hello, children. That woman is La Gioconda, also known as Mona Lisa.
La Gioconda, also known as Mona Lisa, is a painting by an Italian artist, Leonardo da Vinci. He was a painter, sculptor, inventor, architect, musician, anatomist, philosopher, which is why he's known as the Renaissance man.
Wow, how amazing it was to be here in Italy. Truly, it is the cradle of Renaissance. But before we go back, let's check the other school here in Italy. There are so many famous artists, scientists, sculptors, inventors, and brilliant people in Renaissance time. I am curious what kind of learning do they have to produce this kind of intellectual and very artistic people.
I am too curious, Eliza. Come on, let's roam around and check their schools.
As Aaron and Eliza roam around, they saw something.
Eliza, look! They already have a printing press.
Oh, our science teacher said it was during the Renaissance time that a printing press was invented by Johannes Gutenberg.
Okay. No wonder spread of information. News and ideas during these times was fast because they have already a printing press.
Few moments later, the siblings found themselves standing in front of Casa Giocosa, also known as Happy House. There, they meet Vittorino da Feltre, an Italian humanist and teacher. He is known as the first modern and professional teacher of Renaissance who advocated individual differences.
Are we allowed to enter? We need to ask permission to someone in charge. We don't have money in our pockets. Entering this school might be expensive.
Aaron approached Vitorino de Feltre if they are allowed to enter the school premises.
Good day, sir. I would like to ask your permission, together with my sister Eliza, if we are allowed to enter and sit in for a while in your classroom. We don't have any money for the tuition fee, sir, or any school charges for sitting in your class.
It's a wonderful day, children. Yes, you are allowed to enter the school and sit in the classroom if you like. Casa Gyokosa is a school for everyone who wants to learn and have the passion and talent to pursue learning. Everyone is welcome in our school regardless of your social status.
Aaron and Eliza were so delighted upon hearing the personal response. As they entered the happy house, they were astonished by what they have discovered.
Being in the happy house, even a short period of time, is an amazing experience. I am amazed by the teaching and poem of Dante Alighieri, one of the greatest poets of Renaissance period, who uses vernacular in literature. The students are happy because the learning was fun and exciting. I enjoy the poetry and the Greek and Roman classic lesson. It is more on reading and writing and less in lecture, wherein I was able to express myself during the lesson. How about you, brother?
I enjoy our classroom activity today, Eliza, particularly in science and art. I had a chance to meet Francisco Petrarch, known as the father of humanism, and he was a brilliant teacher. I like the idea of student learning, discovery, and exploration. Their education system was a student-centered approach. I think their education system is one of the important factors why the Renaissance times produced many famous and brilliant artists, philosophers, scientists, and many more professions that greatly influenced and contributed to the world not only during Renaissance but until to our present time.
You're right, brother. Student-centered approach in our education system is one of the major contributions of Renaissance humanism. And if every nation will adopt this student-centered approach instead of traditional teaching, surely it will produce globally competitive graduates that will contribute in nation building.
Italian humanism aims to free the individual from authoritative institutions. Their agencies of education are the lower or the elementary schools. For beginners, the secondary schools were equivalently to colleges but later became preparatory schools. When university adopted humanism, and lastly, universities that latter evolved as the value of humanistic education. Italian humanism focuses on individualistic humanism because it believes that freedom of an individual it is a basic means to achieve rich and fulfilled life. It also gives way to equality in education regardless of individual social status. Italian humanism also includes the establishments of secondary schools, lay the foundation of modern academic freedom and application of individual differences.
Eliza, this tour is amazing and I really enjoy it. But mom and dad might be looking at us now. So we must go back and ride the time machine now.
Children, we have to go. Fasten your seatbelt and say goodbye to Italy.
Grazie mille. Ciao ciao.
Ciao!